1914.
Patrick Forbes turns the pages on his family's war history.
1914, he was the first Sword of Honour winner.
He's decided this Anzac Day parade will be his last.
I'll be nearly 95 and I'm not won't be doing it again. And I wanted to in some way show that the family had been involved when involvement was necessary. Well, I'm proud of them.
Well, Anzac Day is incredibly special every year, but you know, for our family, you know, this will be Dad's last march. We're not only sort of very proud of his service, but we're very proud of his brothers, my grandfather and uncles and so on.
The Forbes family has a special place in Australia's war history. It's believed to be the only family to have been awarded the Military Cross for gallantry in 3 successive conflicts. Patrick's father, Alexander Forbes, a Duntroon graduate, was recognised for his leadership in helping take Pozieres in France in World War I. His brother, Lieutenant Jim Forbes, who went on to become a minister in the Menzies Liberal government, was acknowledged for his inspiring leadership and coolness under fire in New Guinea in World War II, while Patrick was said to have shown courage when holding back repeated enemy attacks in Korea.
Anybody who says they aren't frightened is stupid, in my humble opinion. But you don't think about the person who's firing shells at you. Well, you're worried about yourself, if you're worrying about it at all, and so you do it the best way you can.
Some pictures in Korea.
But in recent years, Patrick Forbes' mind has returned to Korea as he reflects on the final days before an armistice agreement was signed. He recalls how 3,000 Chinese soldiers were sent to their deaths when their superiors ordered them to breach an area Australian and American forces were defending.
To me, that if anything's ever pushed home the futility of decisions for see, it was that.
Patrick Forbes says if there's one lesson that he's learned, it's that war should be avoided at all cost.
There is nothing nice about war in any shape or form. We want to admire the people who did well, but we don't want to glorify it. That I really began to think about a lot later on.
The lifelong suffering, I think that gets forgotten sometimes, that those that returned, you know, they didn't have any counselling support, they had nothing and they had to battle away on their own, and I think that's very sad.
As he's preparing to march with his sons Richard and Jonathan for a final time, Patrick Forbes is also appreciating that the sacrifice and service that generations past made will continue to be acknowledged.
The number of people watching the march has increased very considerably, and so history is starting to play a part in this, the whole thing. I think that's important. I think you should have a sense of history. It's not a sense of celebration.
A history he hopes future generations can avoid.